You ready to go? Yeah. All right. Relax and tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a junior in high school. I worked at Dairy Queen, and I saw you guys were hiring. I wanted a new job, a new position to learn at and grow, and I saw you guys were hiring, so I applied.
All right. Tell me what you know about the company.
So I know you guys have good food, good subs, good cheese, cookies, and just good everything. It's a good place for healthy alternatives to the fast food.
All right. How long do you plan on working here for?
Until I can't grow no more. I left my company because I wanted a better salary, a new job, a new experience, and
Very good. Understandable. Tell me about your current or last job.
So my last job, I worked at a Dairy Queen. I helped make ice cream. I helped clean up. I dealt with customers on a daily basis, interacted with others that I worked with, and pretty much the same thing, just at an ice cream place.
Okay. Why are you leaving that job?
My salary. I worked there for about just over a year. I only got one raise when I turned 18, and I just wanted a new position. For the amount of hours I was working, I wasn't getting paid as I should have been.
Okay. Did you ever have a disagreement with your boss?
Not an exact disagreement, but like my first few weeks working there, I was doing a few things wrong, and my boss wanted to talk to me about it so I could fix it.
Okay. How are your grades in your core classes?
Not the best, but after the school year, that's definitely
Understandable.
should have been better, but under the circumstances, I tried.
Okay, very understandable. You know, everyone's going through a tough time. Do you plan to continue your education?
At some point in the future, yes. What I exactly want to do, I am not sure, but I definitely want to get some.
Okay. What do you plan to be doing from 5 years today?
Be at my full-time job or just finishing up college, trade school, whatever it may be, and hopefully get my dream job there.
All right. Give an example of any major problem you faced and how you solved it.
So, about 2 months back, our AC broke at Subway or Dairy Queen, and it was very hard. It was over 95 degrees in there, and I was supposed to be off that day, but I came in, helped them clean up, get ready to go, and took certain jobs so that we could get it faster.
Okay. Last year, how many days of work or school did you miss?
I never missed any days. I had left early for after I got my vaccine, but that was with permission. I got caught up the next week.
Okay. What motivates you to do good in a job?
Just someone that I can help make someone's life easier by making their food, bringing home dinner.
Would you rather be in charge of a project or work part as a team?
I'd rather work as a team because it makes it easier and everyone is less stressed and you just get the job done faster.
Yeah. Okay. Why should I hire you?
Because I'm the most fun person to work around. I'm easygoing. I'm a fast learner, and I'm just an all-around timely person to have around.
Okay. What is your greatest strength?
Greatest strength is probably just being the hardest worker out there and knowing that I'll get the job done, even though it may take longer sometimes.
Okay. Then what's your greatest weakness?
Greatest weakness is my mentality, but I'm willing to improve it and change it if it helps better my job.
Good. We're always looking for improvement. What kind of salary are you looking for today?
What's the going rate for someone my position I've hired for?
Okay. What would you do if one supervisor told you to do something now and another supervisor told you to do it later?
Tell one supervisor that the other person told me to do it later, now depending on which one I asked, and just see what they wanted me to do.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Tell me about a time where you were an effective listener. What did you make sure you understood the information?
So one time a 91-year-old World War II vet came in, and he had a hard time hearing with the masks on, the glass up, and I pointed at the menu to see what he wanted and try and understand what he was saying so that he can get what he wanted.
All right. Give me an example of a time where you entered a completely new situation or scenario, and how did you adjust to it?
So for the first few weeks, when I worked at Dairy Queen, I only worked close shifts and non-busy shifts so I can understand what I'm doing. But I worked one afternoon and it was busy and hot, so everyone wanted ice cream, and then they all came and it was just a big rush that I didn't deal with before. So that was my first time doing it. But
All right. Do you have any questions?
Travis, I do.
All right, you're going to be hearing a very good call from me soon.